What is up, guys? Stas here. Welcome back to another video. So we have to talk about WorkHorse Group stock today, ticker symbol WKHS, and I'm sure all of you guys know, you should know at this point, they did not get the USPS contract. Oshkosh got the USPS contract. They are under ticker symbol OSK. We'll talk about that later in this video. So I pretty much just want to break down WorkHorse, what's going on, what I'm doing with my position, because yes, I did have a position in WorkHorse and I still own the stock right now, so I want to talk about what I'm doing. So let's just get right into it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, get those 2 stocks from WeBull and the 30 free bucks from M1 Finance. That's linked down below, and let's talk. And I also want to talk later in this video about Fuzzy Panda really quickly. We'll look back at that short report they made back in October. So let's just talk about it. And yesterday, I'm sure you guys saw, WorkHorse was down 57% at one point, and now the stock is down over 10%, and it seems like it is, as of now, holding the support at about 13.80-90, about 14 bucks, which it did hold back in July, all the way through August, and in September, and honestly, pretty much all the way through the end of June into July, it's held above $14. So that's a big psychological level that we must look at, and it seems like so far it is being respected as support. Ever since it dropped yesterday, it rebounded over 14 into the aftermarket hours, into the pre-market session today, and into the market session today. It's holding 14, so that's a big level. And for me, guys, I'm in at $22, and I've been on record. I've said this so many times. I've lost track of how many times I've said this. I got in at $22 a couple weeks ago. I sold a good portion of my position at $30 because I believe in locking profits on the way up, right? Not just riding the wave and not selling out and getting slaughtered on the way back down. So I locked in profits a little bit under 30 bucks. I believe it was like $29.50, and I locked in a majority of the rest of the profits at $42. And if you guys watch my daily update videos, you know this. So I pretty much got out at the tippy top, which looking back, I'm super thankful for. And I just let the rest of my small position ride. So I let the rest of my shares ride, and now they're pretty much under $7 under my cost basis. And what am I going to do with these? The truth is, I'm not looking to hold these long term or continue my swing position here for much longer. I'm actually looking to sell out of this. I'm going to sell out. I'm thinking anywhere from even $15, $16. I might just take the loss, take the hit, and run, because honestly, I've already made a good amount of money over the past couple of months with WorkHorse, to the point where even with this loss that I took a hit with here with my remaining shares from this trade, I'm still net way more in the positive. So I've still net made money with WorkHorse. So I'm not too worried about locking in the loss right away. So I'm looking maybe 15, 16 bucks a dump off. If we see a pop to about $18 even, who knows what could happen. I might dump the rest of the shares there. And granted, they are reporting earnings on the first here, so I'm very interested to see how those earnings end up going down. And I mean, you guys know Oshkosh got the contract, and there were many companies fighting for this contract. A couple months back, there were 4 companies actually. They included Carson, a commercial electric vehicle company based in Turkey. They teamed up with Morgan Olson for Michigan. We also had obviously WorkHorse and Oshkosh, which ultimately got the contract. And on top of that, we had Mahindra Automotive, which ultimately withdrew from the race back in August, which left 3 competitors left for the contract. And there's obviously a reason as to why WorkHorse stock is dropping, because most people were looking at this as a play on the USPS contract, and there weren't too many other prospects for the company other than the USPS contract, which is why it went down. It was down almost 60% yesterday at one point. Now it's down another 10%, like I said. And overall, it's down close to 70% from its peak. There's a reason to that, guys. And I was well aware getting into this trade, and I've said it before. This company is mostly riding on the USPS contract. I mean, yes, they have some other orders. And listen, guys, I mean, they've had other orders. Recently, they had a 500 C1000 purchase order, which is one of their all-electric delivery trucks from Pritchard Companies for the National Fleet Program with inventory finance program provided by Hitachi Capital America. And they said, quote unquote, we see this initial 500 vehicle purchase as being the first of many future orders and look forward to growing with WorkHorse in 2021 and beyond. So they do have other orders, and there could be potential in the future with future contracts, but this is a huge blow for the company, and it makes sense that the stock is cratering. And look, guys, I know we don't like, for the most part, people don't like short sellers. They hate people that, you know, are betting on a company's demise, the downside of a company. But let's be honest, I mean, a lot of the time, not a lot of the time, but sometimes these shorts are right. These big short firms, they are right. And looking back a couple months ago, I believe it was in October, Fuzzy Panda, and we covered this back on the channel in October, Fuzzy Panda came out with a short report. And I'm not going to cover all of it in this video, of course. Many of you all probably already saw it. And if you didn't, I'll just link it right down below. Click that link, and then you'll be able to download the PDF. It's actually like 50 or 52 pages long, so it's a big short report, and they pretty much tore WorkHorse apart. They were saying that their operation wasn't up to par to handle the USPS contract. There were pictures in there showing their factories. People were building things by hand with screwdrivers, a drill, and they were saying it's not up to par and it's not going to be able to handle the USPS. They also talked about how YouTubers were artificially inflating the stock. They had a list of 30 YouTubers. My name wasn't in it, guys. I'm not really that big, but a lot of other YouTubers were in that list that, you know, with the crazy face and, you know, the crazy thumbnails, and that these videos were getting thousands of views. So they were talking about that. And again, check that link out. You can see the whole short report for yourselves. And one thing that was big, and I've talked about this before as a point against WorkHorse, was their UPS contract, the UPS, not the USPS, their UPS contract from a couple years ago. I think it was back in 2018 or something, and they had relations in 2018, but when UPS came out their 2019 sustainability report, there were absolutely no mentions of collaborating with WorkHorse, who was prominently featured in the 2018 report and mentioned in the opening statements of the 2017 report. And Fuzzy Panda said through their research, the UPS currently has a fleet of more than 10,300 alternative fuel and advanced technology vehicles. More prominently, in January 2020, this is the big blow here, UPS Ventures made an equity investment into Arrival, which is ticker symbol CIIC. That is actually a SPAC that's merging with Arrival. Check it out. They're a UK-based EV company, and they committed to buying an additional 10,000 all-electric vehicles from Arrival for the U.S. and U.K. market. So that's a big blow. I mean, initially we thought UPS was going to have a relationship with WorkHorse, but hey, they saw more value, I guess, in Arrival. And a little side note, I like Arrival. I've been tracking CIIC, and it's actually here in my watch list. Let's take a look. Where is it? Yeah, it's up actually 4% today. So that's one to keep an eye out on. So yeah, looks like Fuzzy Panda, looking back, had a point. And if they were still short the stock, I'm sure they are still short. They probably made a killing on this, because that is what they were banking on. They were banking on Oshkosh or the other company to get the contract other than WorkHorse, and they knew there was so much hype behind WorkHorse, and it was riding solely on the contract. And that's kind of what they were betting on, and it looks like they were right. And yeah, it was awarded to Oshkosh, ticker symbol OSKH. K, and the contract was announced yesterday on Tuesday. And if you didn't see it, go check out my video from yesterday. I was literally recording the video, and I recorded my live reaction of WorkHorse losing the contract, because in that video I was talking about what stocks I was in. I mentioned WorkHorse, and I saw the big gap down. It went from 27 to 22, and I was like, is this thing halted? And it caught my live reaction, and go check that out. It was in yesterday's video, and it's gone down a lot more since then, obviously, as we're trading above $14 still, which is that big psychological level. So the contract was given to Oshkosh Defense, a unit of Oshkosh Corporation. Oshkosh Corporation designs, manufactures, and markets specialty vehicles and vehicle bodies worldwide. Under the contract, it will build between 50,000 and 165,000 vehicles over the period of 10 years. I'll put the picture up here of the vehicle. It looks pretty cool. The next generation vehicle. Check it out here. It's on the screen. It will initially get $482 million to initiate engineering efforts to finalize the production vehicle design and for tooling and factory build-out activities that are necessary prior to vehicle production. And the amount of the contract to actually purchase the production version of the vehicles has not yet been set, but it will almost certainly be a multi-billion-dollar deal. So guys, this is a huge blow to WorkHorse, no doubt about it. And it's no longer worth $40 per share, $42 per share. And who knows, it might not be worth $14 per share. If you guys remember, a couple months ago, it hasn't even been that long since it was a penny stock. I mean, a couple months ago, this stock was trading under $3. Take a look here on the yearly chart. Less than a year ago, it was $1 per share. So it went from $1 to $42 on the speculation of the USPS contract. Now it's at $14 per share. It is valued. Let me take a look at the market cap here. It is valued less than $2 billion, a $1.76 billion company. So, yeah, what do you think? Do you think it's going lower? Do you think it is valued 1.76? Is it a fair value here? I'd love to know. I am not sticking around for the ride. Like I said, I'm looking to get out of this stock ASAP, and I wish best of luck to everybody out there. And on the flip side, before I forget, ride Lordstown Motors, which WorkHorse does have a 10% stake in, so that could be a reason why WorkHorse could still succeed. I think Lordstown still has a lot of potential, so this is one that I'm not like, oh, it's a crap play now. I still think this stock has potential. That's ticker symbol RIDE. So what are your guys' thoughts? Let me know down below in the comments. Hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure to go down below, get into the Strive Smart Discord chat, the Facebook group, get 2 stocks from WeBull. Those are valued up to $1,600, and get your $30 from M1 Finance. All of those are free and linked down below. And if you guys want to work with me further, get instant access throughout the trading day, call outs, buy and sell alerts, morning update videos. Check out the Patreon that's linked right down below in the description box. So I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks for watching as always. Stay safe out there.